The Mona Lisa is the most famous painting on Earth. But have you ever stopped to ask why? If you think it's simply because it is a perfect masterpiece, that's not the full story. Leonardo da Vinci began painting the Mona Lisa around 1503. According to many scholars, he kept working on it until about 1517. Yet for centuries, hardly anyone outside the art world cared. Until one day, it vanished. The painting had been displayed in the Louvre since 1797, but back then, it had no special room, no crowds, no glass protection. It wasn't a star attraction. It was simply one of many paintings. By the early 1900s, only art lovers really knew it. The Mona Lisa was respected, but not legendary. Everything changed on the 21st of August, 1911. On that morning, the Mona Lisa was stolen from the Louvre. What's astonishing is not just the theft itself, but how long it went unnoticed. For more than a full day, museum staff had no idea the painting was gone. The disappearance was discovered not by guards, but by visitors. Europe was already tense. World War I was only 3 years away. French newspapers exploded with outrage. Speculation spread like wildfire. Some blamed Germany. Others accused American billionaire J.P. Morgan of ordering the theft for his private collection. Detectives swarmed the Louvre. Fingerprints were taken. Photos of the Mona Lisa were posted across the city with one word: wanted. The painting had suddenly become front-page news across the world. The Louvre closed for an entire week. When it reopened, something extraordinary happened. People didn't come to see the painting. They came to see the empty space where it had once hung. The absence itself became an attraction. Police arrested a famous poet of the era, Guillaume Apollinaire. He had once publicly claimed that the Louvre should be burned down. During questioning, investigators discovered that 2 small statues from the museum had been stolen earlier by his secretary. Apollinaire admitted that he had passed those statues to a friend, a young artist named Pablo Picasso. Both men were interrogated. Neither had anything to do with the Mona Lisa. They were released. The mystery only deepened. Newspapers reported that ordinary citizens had turned into amateur detectives. Theories pointed to Germany, America, Russia, Brazil, even Japan. Many began to believe the painting was lost forever. But the truth was far less dramatic. The real thief was a quiet Italian immigrant named Vincenzo Peruggia. He had once worked at the Louvre as a maintenance worker. While the world speculated and panicked, the Mona Lisa was sitting in his small Paris apartment. Police had questioned him twice, but he never appeared suspicious. His plan was simple: return the painting to Italy and sell it. Ironically, the theft made the Mona Lisa so famous that selling it became nearly impossible. 2 years later, Peruggia made his move. Using the alias Leonardo V, he wrote a letter to Alfredo Geri, an art dealer in Florence. He claimed to be the thief and argued that the Mona Lisa belonged in Italy. Geri contacted Giovanni Poggi, director of the Uffizi Gallery. They replied, inviting the mysterious writer to bring the painting so they could verify its authenticity. Peruggia wrapped the Mona Lisa in red silk, hid it under his arm, and boarded a train to Italy. In December 1913, the 3 men met in a hotel room in Florence. Peruggia placed the painting on the bed. Geri and Poggi were stunned. It was real, not a single scratch. Peruggia demanded the equivalent of $2.5 million in today's money. They pretended to agree. Then they left the room and called the police. That evening, after 2 long years, the Mona Lisa was recovered. During interrogation, Peruggia explained everything. Security at the Louvre had been shockingly weak. He had entered the museum early in the morning, wearing a white worker's uniform. He blended in with staff preparing the museum for the day. He removed the painting from the wall, carried it into a stairwell, and calmly took it out of its frame. When he tried to exit, the door was locked. So he wrapped the painting in white paper and attempted to remove the door lock. A plumber noticed him, but instead of calling the police, the man assumed Peruggia was just a worker who had been locked inside and helped him open the door. Peruggia thanked him politely and walked out of the Louvre with the Mona Lisa under his arm. Peruggia was tried in Italy. He claimed that Napoleon had stolen the Mona Lisa from Italy and that he was simply returning it home. But his history was wrong. Leonardo da Vinci had brought the painting to France legally in 1516 after being invited by King Francis I. The French crown had purchased it lawfully. Despite this, Peruggia received a surprisingly light sentence: 1 year and 15 days in prison. He served only 7 months. Why the Mona Lisa is famous. The 1911 theft transformed the Mona Lisa forever. What was once just another Renaissance portrait became a global icon. Its absence created desire. The mystery created obsession. The headlines created mythology. And like all cultural phenomena born from fame, it attracted endless conspiracies, legends, and fantasies. The Mona Lisa is not just famous because of what it is famous because of what happened to it. A masterpiece, made immortal by a crime.